Hi everyone, and thank you for joining this job search masterclass. My name is Gulzar Ahmed, and I'm happy to have you here. I have around 10 years of work experience in different industry like hospitality, event, FMCG, banking and financial services, edtech, fintech, SaaS, HR, and your consulting space. The job market is changing rapidly, and it is important to learn smart ways to find jobs. In this session, I will show you how to find hidden job opportunities and the one that are not posted online. Here is what you will learn in this class. First, you will learn about the useful tools for job search. I will show you how to use Job Tracker to stay organized, how to find recruiters' contact details, check if your emails are opened, and use their automation tools to save time. Then we'll learn about the job portals versus agencies. We'll look at which website and agencies can help you get job faster. Then we'll talk about LinkedIn tips and tricks. We'll find out how to find hidden jobs on LinkedIn using the right search method. We'll talk about cold message and cold email template. I'll teach you how to send messages to recruiters and how to follow up in the right way. Then we'll talk about tracking application. If you don't keep a track of your job application, you might ended up applying to the same company multiple times, which can lead to cooling period of 3 to 6 months. And in most cases, they will bar you and you will get automated rejected email from the company. I will show you how to avoid that. Then we'll talk about the most important bonus tips. At the end, I'll share some tips that can really help you get the job, and I'll show you what are the tools you can leverage to find best jobs in the market. So let's get started. So the first thing we'll do is we'll install all the automation tools, all the email tracking tools, and then we'll discuss how we'll use it in the job search process. So let me do the first automation tool, which is called Magical AI. So if you search on Google Chrome, Magical AI, the first link, this is Chrome Web Store. Make sure to use this link. Do not use any of these links. So first click on this Chrome Web Store. There is option called Add to Chrome option. Just add this to your Chrome extension. So once you add these extension, right, this will show up here. It will download and it will show up here, and we need to pin it. So let's wait for this to be downloaded so we can proceed to the next step. So this automation tool is super easy and it is one of the best tool that I've seen on the internet, and nobody is using it. It's a US based company, but it is highly recommendable to use in any of your industry you come from. For example, you're from finance, marketing, HR, or tech, you can use it. So once it is installed, right, it will show up here. So first thing we'll do is just pin it. When we pin it, and then we'll do all the basic things, just cut this off. Since I've already used this before, so this is how the interface will look. But once you have this, just paste it here, and then you will have the option to log in. So you might need your Gmail account to log in. Once you log in, I'm already used for multiple sheets because I've used this before. So this is how the interface look for me. But if you go to homepage, right, for Magical AI, if I close this tab and if I go here, there is a magical tab. So once it is installed, pin it and then it will show up here. So Magical AI is already installed in my case. So in your case, if you have to do it, just log in with your Gmail account. And once it is done, this will show up here. And this is how it will look. It has two components. We'll come and discuss at the end of the job search strategy. So let's close this tab and then we'll figure out the next tab, which is Apollo.ai. So we'll follow Apollo.ai extension. We'll find Apollo extension. B2B sales, Apollo extension for Chrome. Apollo extension for Chrome. So this is the same Chrome Web Store. Click on this and then again process remain the same. Add to the Chrome, add extension. So once you add these extension, right, it is very important to pin it. If you don't pin it, it will not show up. It will not pop up for you to when you actually use it. So first thing we'll do, it is almost downloaded. So it will show up here once it is downloaded. I've used a lot of tools, but these are very effective tools, just in case. We'll talk about other tools as well. So we'll sign up with a Gmail account. So I'll sign up with my Gmail account. You can sign up with your Gmail, Outlook, whatever account you have. Make sure to use just one account. Do not use multiple accounts for different login, right? Just use one account. It is easy and simple. So in the meantime, I'll just pin it. So once I'll pin it, it will start showing up this side. So in the meantime, just click on the extension bar. It is still loading. So let me refresh this page. You don't have to do, just log in with your Gmail account. That's all what you need. Once you download, you are ready to go. So try it now. Yeah. So it's showing up here. Try it on LinkedIn. This is, by the way, this is my LinkedIn demo account. So I use this just to educate this. So this is how the extension will come across. Magical is here. Apollo dot extension is here. So once it is done, once you sign in, this is how the interface will look. We'll use it. We'll show you how to use it as well. So once it is done, we'll go to another browser. This is basically for people who is using laptop. For people who is not using laptop, you can use this link uh, for emergency purposes. For example, if you want to use any or if you want to extract data, you can use Rocket Reach. So this tool is free at certain amount. So just go for this. This tool is very beneficial. Let's say, there would be a lot of times you will not find certain data, which you can actually use here. So since I've already logged in, so I've already, bookmarked this so that we can use it later. Process remain the same. Just sign up and bookmark this. Do not download any of these Chrome extension. His Chrome extension is pathetic. It doesn't work well. You can use this feature on mobile phones as well as in the laptop as well. So I would suggest you to use basic feature. So I'm using different account. I'll not be using this because I've already exhausted the limit. I think you can use 20, 30 email, but otherwise this is perfect for somebody who's just started fresher. So Rocket Reach is another one that you can use. I use this tool as called Prospay as well. So this tool is also beneficial as well. So you can use this tool called Get Prospect for yourself as well. Can you see this Get Prospect? You can use these tools as well. So I think Apollo and Rocket Reach is enough. Just in case if you do not find that, right, you can use Get Prospect as well. So I'll share the list also after this program, and then they'll send you to the details in as well. So just in case if you're done, if you need more information, you can go for Get Prospect as well. And there is another tool called Prospeo as well. So you can use any of these tools, but I think Apollo and Rocket Reach is enough. Once you have these tools ready, then we'll move to another tool called Streak Email Extension. Streak Email Extension. Email tracker extension. So what does this basically do is it track all your email. For example, in many reason, right? For example, you email somebody, but you're not sure if your email is read or email is landing in the main folder. There would be high chances that most of you sending an email is landing in the spam folder or not getting through. So how would you verify that? So this Chrome extension will do that. So let me show that. So this is Streak Email Tracking for Gmail. Add this to your Chrome. So add this extension here. So once you add this extension, make sure to pin it. Pinning is very crucial here. So once you add this, it will show up here. It's still loading. So this will track. This is very useful. This will show you how many times your email has been opened, how many times people has been going through your email. This will signal you whether this person is interested in your email or in your resume or not. Even it can show you whether the link has been clicked or whether your Gmail has been opened multiple times. It will show up all the data. So we'll just go here and we'll pin it. Okay, so I've already pinned it. All these three tools is already there. And then once I do this, right, for example, I make sure that I used to link with my Gmail account. Take me to Gmail, yeah. So it's very crucial, if I'm sending emails and it is landing in the spam folder or I'm not able to use it. So I'll sync with my Gmail. Because I used to do a lot of cold emailing, but most of the time I used to think that it has landed in the Gmail, but actually it is not. So once I sign up with Google, I'll make sure that all the email that I'm sending is landing in the main folder and people are actually opening it. If somebody is not opening email, do not follow up because you're wasting your time then. So we'll sign up, provide all the details and continue. So once it is done, you can actually see how many times of email has been opened. I'll show you at the end of the when we'll reach to the final step, when I'll show you how the job process work. So at that time, I'll show you that. So you can just provide whatever basic email tracking you need. So I'll just track email. I don't need to show. Just in case if you need any help how it works, you can just show me how. Use it as show me how. Since I'm already using it, so I don't have to do that. So I'll just close this. So since we have all these tools, which is crucial, and already bookmark the rocket reach. So we have 4 tools ready. Now we'll go to the next step. Very often that what are the job portal they should apply. See, Naukri is the only platform that I believe they hire massively freshers. I don't see any of the employers going for experienced folks. So Naukri is basically for fresher because most of the mass hiring companies usually post their jobs on Naukri. So it is the best portal for fresher, but make sure to update your resume where regularly. If you do not do that, Naukri profile usually get ghosted. So make sure to have your profile updated every day, or possible at least every hour you should check your profile whether somebody has visited your profile or not. Just make sure to check that. Any HR has tried to reach out to you. Make sure your profile is absolutely complete. So these are the job portals that you should try. In case you are fresher, you should try these job portal. Fresher World, Angel List, and LinkedIn entry level job is the best for you. So if you're able to network on LinkedIn, getting a job, I think LinkedIn is the best job portal if you're looking for cream kind of job. So good company, every company is almost there on LinkedIn. So they hire through those platforms. So if you are there, please make sure to have a good profile, good LinkedIn profile. Trust me, you will just getting jobs from there itself. You don't need any of Naukri or Internshala or AngelList. You don't need any of these portals. So you just have to make sure that you have a good LinkedIn profile. And most importantly, optimize LinkedIn profile. There's a difference in both. So the next is experienced professional. They can use LinkedIn jobs, the first thing, because experienced folks, all the jobs that you will get through networking, maximum jobs that you will get through networking. And I'll show you the process later on as well. Naukri, make sure to have a profile, make sure to be active every day. There is no compromise in that. Once you become inactive, right, no recruiter will reach out to you. It signal recruiter that this person is inactive on the job portal. So you will not get any opportunity. Indeed is very good platform. A lot of companies post jobs for fresher and experience both, but more you will get for experience side of things. All finance, marketing, HR kind of jobs, you will get it there. I personally like Glassdoor because it has almost all the jobs from all the portals into one platform. And you can actually see reviews, and based on that, you can apply for jobs as well. And same for Foundit as well. You should try Foundit as well if you are experienced professional as well. Coming back to agencies, right? A lot of people are not using agencies because a lot of people are not aware about what agencies does. So if you are a fresher, right, you should reach out to agencies. Let me tell you what agencies are. So every company, every large corporation, right, they do not have enough HR team, like extended HR team to hire fresher or some positions. So what they do is they outsource that. So they reach out to third party. Those are basically agencies who hire on behalf of those companies. Like Google wants to hire. So what they do is they reach out to these agencies. Agencies hire on behalf of Google. So basically you have more opportunity because these people earn money based on the quality of candidate they bring. So these people are as hungry as you are. So make sure to have good understanding about agencies, build solid network with agencies, and these people will reach out to you with more jobs saying, hey, this company is hiring, would you be interested? So make sure to have that. So for fresher, you can think about team lead service. You can take a note of these team leads, best fresher world placement service, Asan jobs, internshala placement, my first boss, first Naukri, youth for work, Sutra HR, Uplus. Uplus is very good for freelancers as well. So if you are a freelancer, you can use that as well. Alliance International Service, Acumont, Exalt Consulting. So you can use these kind of, almost all the agencies because the goal is to find jobs. So make sure to build a relationship with these agencies, recruitment agents as well. Make sure to, nobody should charge money. This is the fundamental of any agencies. These agency doesn't charge any money from you. If they are charging, that means they are not an authentic agencies. And same for experienced professional as well. Experienced professional can get high paying jobs from these agencies. These agencies work with top clients across the globe. And like for example, Adico is a very well known, Aon is very well known, Manpower Group is very well known name, Hayes Business Solution is very well named, it's a UK based company, Randstad. So if you work with these agencies, right, these agencies provide better opportunity than most of the job portal you see. And these people, most of the jobs are not listed because these are the agencies, they have taken over the HR extension team. So they manage everything from recruiting, finding the candidates, and take care of everything. And Google or any larger corporation, they pay money to them. So make sure to have network with these agencies, connect with their agencies, recruiters, and build solid relationship. And this is agencies are the best way to get high paying job because they also negotiate. So you will be having more opportunity for negotiation as well. And you can work with top clients. Like for example, Corn Ferry, they hire a lot of executive level position as well. So if you can focus on building your profile in these, you will see a lot of jobs there. If you have 5 plus years of experience or 3 to 5 years range, I think you should then try for these agencies as well. As a fresher, if you want to be there, that's okay. But I would recommend only for experienced professional to go with these kind of agencies. So agencies will bring more opportunity to you if you're really curious about certain jobs or certain industry. So most of the hard work is done by agencies as well, whether it's agencies for fresher or for experience. So make sure to have a good relationship with them. These agencies will give you more opportunity than actually any of the job portal. So build your profile, build your resume, and this is your ticket to most prominent jobs in the country. Please note that the job application process is same across all the countries, whether you're looking for jobs in India, UK, Canada, Dubai, or anywhere in the world. The overall process and tools remain the same. However, each country has its own job portals and agencies that provide job opportunities, which you can easily find through quick Google search. For example, you can search for top 10 recruitment agencies in UK or Canada, or you can also search for top 10 job portals in UK, US, Canada, wherever you're looking for jobs. LinkedIn to find jobs. And most of the jobs are not even listed. But how would you find those jobs? So there is a keyword, certain keywords that you need to fill in the search bar. For example, if you go to search bar and if you fill the keywords, and you will get tons of job opportunities which are not even listed in the job section. So most of the people, what they do is just go to the job section and this either apply from here apply directly from here, either easy apply or maybe through portal which is directed to their candidate page. But I would not recommend to do that. And you can go to, of course, you can apply from here, but the best job opportunity that you can get with least competition would be from here. So what you do is, just go to this place and just type here. Let's say you will type here as keyword as we are hiring. So let's type we are hiring. So most of the job poster, right? So for example, if you go here, filter by post, you can sort by top match or latest as per your understanding. You can also filter by date posted, how soon, past 24 hour, past week. So let's take past week, and you can also filter out by latest content type. So that's it. If, for example, this person, it was posted 3 hours ago. So he's looking for social media manager. Imagine 3 hours ago, if you are the first person to reach out to him to apply for these jobs, you will get, most importantly, you will get the response because nobody has seen this. Can you see that? Nobody has seen this. So you will be the first person, who will reach out to him directly, or you just find out his contact details. So these are the jobs. Can you see this? All the senior backend. Based on your industry, you can filter out based on that as well. You can see all the jobs here. So similarly, you can find all these jobs. You can reach out to people directly. This is one keywords. There are a lot of keywords. For example, whether it's finance, sales, marketing, all kind of jobs, you can get it from here. This is the easiest way to get job. And these are the job posted by people who's already working in the organization. Most likely these would be a referral, or this could be a immediate need kind of position. So they do not post it because posting on jobs on LinkedIn is expensive tool. They have to pay a lot of money. So they use these terms to post these jobs so that people can directly reach out to them and they can, hire. So they also save time and money, and even I mean, even you can get some time, save time for you, because you don't have to go through job portal process, ATS process to get your resume shortlisted. You reach out to them directly, they'll see your resume. If it fits, they reach out to you and you can close the deal there. This is one of the keywords. There are a lot of keywords that you can use. For example, if you can just type tool, like for example, if you just type here looking for, let's say, any role, for example, let's say data analyst, for example, I'm just searching randomly data analyst, looking for data analyst, because these are the terms they use, recruiters use. So now I'll filter based on post, and I'll just try to sort by latest. You can change all the date posted past 24 hours or past 1 week. Just do that and you can able to see some job posted in the last 9 hours. For example, this is Pune based, like lead finance analyst. They have posted business intelligence analyst. They have posted all kind of jobs. They have posted 0 to 2 years business analyst. It was posted 14 hours ago. It was 4 hours ago. So Power BI analyst. Can you see that all the jobs are posted? So these are immediate job posted, and you will see these are not job posted here because these are expensive tool. So if you really want to apply for these jobs, make sure to act it and make sure to you take a note of all these keywords so that you can use it. Make sure to use these kind. You can use, let's say, instead of data analyst, if I put, let's say, finance analyst, for example. So if I see senior finance analyst, you can filter out based on the location, past week. Based on that, you can see all kind of jobs. You can also apply for these kind of foreign jobs as well if there is mentioned remote. When you apply, if you get through, you will be getting paid in USD as well. So for example, like this, it was posted 24 hours ago, 1 day ago. Job title KYC analyst, immediate joiner. Can you see all the immediate hiring, right? People who wants to hire fast, they used to post it so that people can join and they can take it forward. So you need to act smartly. You need to use these keywords: finance analyst, for example, here, Power BI, BI analyst. There's plenty of job opportunities there. So seeking talented recent grad, financial market intern. Can you see accounting, mathematics? So you need to reach out to these people. We are hiring valuation analyst, fresher only. Can you see these jobs? So jobs are there, but you don't know how to find those jobs. Now the question is, let me show you some more job opportunities and keywords as well. So we'll use another term called join our team. Join our team. If I search this, right? Can you see we are hiring? Hello, we are hiring all the jobs that are listed here. So based on whatever role you are in, you can just filter out based on that. Figure out what kind of role you are interested in. These are all recent, 5 hours ago, 3 hours ago. These are all recent job posting, which you may not figure out here in the job section because all the jobs are posted, 200 people already applied. But here you will not see a lot of people, So this increases your chances of getting shortlisted faster. So make sure to use these taglines and keywords so that you get more job opportunity as well. And if are like, for example, there is another term they use like hiring alert. You must have heard about these terms, right? But you're not using it. So like, for example, hiring alert. Can you see this? Adobe is hiring SD, hiring alert, hiring alert. So there's a lot of job opportunities for hiring alert as well. So you use these keywords instead of wasting your time on Naukri and other job portal. Best way to find jobs here. You just find jobs here immediately, right? Can you see these? These are job posted. Hiring alert. We're looking for data analyst 1 to 5. Based on your hiring junior data analyst, any roles. Can you see these? These are 0 to 1. So based on your experience level, you can find job opportunities and you can reach out to people directly. Now the question is, how would you reach out to them directly, after finding the post? So this is the reason why I have installed all the tools, right? So for example, if you want to reach out this guy, he's a CTO, co-founder. That means you can be hired absolutely faster because he's the decision maker and he's looking for this role. So what I'll do is I'll just click here and I'll try to find his email. So what I'll do is I'll just click on the automation tool. Can you see there is no email? right? So that's the reason we have alternate solution as well, Rocket Reach. So we'll copy this URL. If you have an email, right, it will show up here, but it's not showing up here. So what we'll do is we'll go to Rocket Reach, the one that we saved it. But I think I've already have a Prospeo, so I don't need that. So I'll use this. Can you see this? I'm using get prospect. So I'll just save and show email. I don't have to go. You can use this tool as well, get prospect as well. So I don't have to go to Rocket Reach and again have to paste it. So since already here, so can you see this? I've already found the email. So what would be my next step would be I'll write an email to him. Hey Dhanraj, I'm interested in this particular role. Whatever role it is, data analyst. Write short email, 2-3 lines email, add your resume, and boom. So I have his email address, and the next thing I'll do is I'll send his connection request. I will try to understand who. So I'll go through this profile, see what are the jobs. So he worked as a human resource manager himself. So you know how to hire as well. So make sure you reach out to these people as well. So we'll use some more keywords. Let me show you as well. So yeah. So what we'll do is we'll find some more jobs. For example, we'll type like we are hiring any industry you talk about. Let's say what to call it, hiring for data science or data science. Let's take for example data science. So you can filter out based on your industry. So you can see data science jobs, data science New Delhi 4 days ago, 5 days ago. So can you see people has not reached out to them? That's quite surprising, right? Only 5-7 like, that means they don't have enough data. So you should reach out to these companies, plan view. So this will increase your chances of getting hired faster instead of just wasting your time there. I think you can use that. Looking and some of the terms that you should look for. I'm sure you're noting down all these keywords, right? Looking for digital marketer. You can put anything, any role. I'm just putting randomly digital marketer, or you can put financial analyst, data analyst, software development engineer, anything. I'm just putting it for the reference. Can you see? All the job posters came up here. Can you see digital marketing manager, digital marketing? So based on your experience and industry, I'll reach out to these people, figure out what kind of role it is. Scroll down and see, 0 to 1 year, 1 to 3 years, digital marketing, part-time, can you see part-time option as well, work from home option as well. So if you can scroll down to find out, you can go to multiple pages and figure out what kind of role suits you. Digital manager, remote, these are remote jobs. So you will find almost all kind of jobs here. So based on that, you can filter out, by post, by recent, job roles, or sort by latest. It will show up all the results here. So make sure to capitalize these kind of information as well. And so this is what you can do, right? And additionally, if you have to, for example, if you have to find out, let's say, hiring there's another tool, for example, hiring, let's say HR associate. So these are the keywords. You can use any keywords. I'm just giving you, for example, just to demonstrate this. So you can just filter out by post and figure out what kind of, so there is HR associates, they're hiring. There is a culture success associate. Basically, culture success associate is part of HR team. So you can figure out, go through the JD, reach out to her. It was posted 2 days ago. So scroll down and figure out, based on the recency, you can check all the details here and apply for that. So based on that, based on your understanding, look for these keywords and find out the job opportunities. Now, so how do you find people who's actually hiring it, right? So there would be easy way to find people who's actually hiring. So now let me go back to the main page. Yeah. So let's say if I'm looking for someone who's actually hiring actively for, let's say, finance role, for example. So We'll find something like we are hiring, let's say, data or data analyst, for example. In this case, what we'll do, will not filter by post, we'll filter by people, right? So we'll filter by people and we'll filter by location. If you want, you can filter by location as well. And network with people. We're hiring data analyst. Just give me a second. Just putting a hiring. Yeah, hiring data analyst. Analyst. Yeah. So we'll filter by people. People. Next, what we'll do is we'll find people who's actually hiring. For example, like this banner. So anyone with this kind of banner is actually hiring. So what we'll do is we'll find people hiring. Just put hiring, and this will give you the result. So we'll figure out based on people actually. So can you see these kind of people who has a hiring badge here, right? They're actually actively hiring. So we'll pick these kind of people first. They are actually hiring regularly, recruitment consultant hiring straight. So you should reach out to these people with hiring banner, senior HR at, you should reach out to them. So people who has a hiring banner, right? You should always reach out to them, email them, ask them, hey, do you have any opening for me? What kind of role you are hiring? Just ask some questions, connect with them, find their email address. For example, if you want to find their email address, click on access email. See, now there you can find their email address as well as their, you will not find direct contact number, but they'll find their office number. So you can reach out to those office numbers as well if required. But I would say find these email, right? You have this email address, you reach out to them directly, ask them, do you have any opening? What kind of role are you hiring for? Do you have opening for these kind of role? Whatever role you wanted to have. So make sure that you use these tools to make sure that you have all the job. Another best tools that I feel that you can leverage is, for example, let's go. Let's say you are coming from certain institution. Let's say you could be from which college, whichever college you're from. Let's say I'll take example of Christ University Bangalore, very well known college. So what I'll do is I'll just go to the Christ alumni section. So basically, alumni is what, right? Your college seniors, your college batchmates, your super seniors. So you can use, can you see this? They have massive, more than 1 lakh plus alumni network. So you can use this network for yourself. Now the question is, how would you use, right? For example, I'm sure you can able to see this, right? There is where they work, where they live. If you click on this arrow, it will show up here what they do. Then it will show up here what they're skilled at. Then it will show up what they studied. Then it will show up how you are connected as well. So now, if you have to find, let's say, for example, I'm a finance guy. So what I'll do is I'll figure out what they do. So I'll scroll down a bit. I'll click on show more and I will figure out if there is any finance guy. So can you see there is a finance guy? If you're from marketing, you just click on marketing. If you're from IT, you click on IT, engineering, operation, business development. Whichever role you want to get in, make sure click on that. For example, finance. So these are, let's say, my seniors. So I'm just trying to figure out how many people are there. Basically 4,800 kind of people who's into finance. Now, for example, let's say I'm applying for Deloitte, or this is my dream company, for example. What I'll do is I'll click on Deloitte, or maybe I'm applying for Deloitte or any other company. I'll figure out, let's say, Deloitte. So can you see these are my seniors who are actually working at Deloitte. So what I'll do is I'll network with them. I'll write an email to them. For example, Tina Jain, she's a Deloitte financial analyst. So I'll reach out for them. These are all finance graduates, finance so professional who's actually working with different companies. So she's working with Deloitte, Sonal working with Deloitte. So what I'll do is, if I want to reach out, let's say, Tnl for asking for referral. I will try to reach out to almost everybody so that I have more exposure. So I'll send a connection request, and now it is not showing an email here. So what I'll do is I'll go to Rocket Reach, or I'll go to uh, Prospeo, for example, get prospect here. So now it's showing up here. Can you see that? So I'll save and show email. So it's validating. It will give me an email. Can you see tjane@deloitte.com? So I got the email. I'll write an email to her saying, hey, I'm interested in, I see that you're my senior in Christ University, wanted to apply for this particular role. Do you have any referral? You just write an email, whatever information, whatever connection you feel with the institution, just write that. Because this is the best way to find job, because these people already know you have some common connection here, so you don't have to worry about it, thinking about, okay, this person doesn't know me. Or similarly, you can find for any company, there's top company, right? HSBC, Goldman Sachs, Wells Fargo, Amazon, whichever is your dream company you want to apply for, any company, just reach out to them, build a connection request. Let's say if you are from any other department, let's take another example. Let's say if you do not want to find here, or if you don't find your role here or anything, you just search here. You can search, let's say, HR. Sorry. HR. If I type HR, can you see how many people are working as an HR in these companies? Let me show you. Senior risk consultant at Deloitte Finance and HR fraud analyst. Let me filter out based on, human resource. I'll click on human resource. What they do human resource. So I'll click on human resource. So they are working in these company as human resource: Accenture, Deloitte, TCS, Amazon, EY. So any company you dream for and you want to work as a HR, see this guy is working as a talent acquisition, talent management, vice president as well. I'll reach out to these people, so that I'll have more opportunity in terms of my career. So I'll reach out to human resource talent or Saheli or any of them. Let's take any of the example. Let's click on this Swaroop, for example. First thing I'll do, I'll send a connection request, and then I'll find out his email. So so just click on here and you will get his email. Yeah, Swaroop has an email, right? So I'll copy this email, I'll write an email to him, and make sure to follow up. A lot of people just send one email and they just wait. I mean, why do you wait? You just have to follow up, and make sure to follow up only on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Do not follow up on Monday, because Monday used to be a very busy day in the corporate, and Fridays people is going on a vacation kind of thing. People does not like to work. It's a lazy day for us. So we like to follow. If you want to follow up, make sure to follow up on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. These are the best day, and follow up in every 3 to 4 days. Do not follow every day. That will irritate or might they just spam you. So it's better you should not follow up in a right manner. So this is how you can leverage your alumni network as well. So these are the ways you can connect with your seniors, your batchmates as well. You can figure out, reach out to them. Please do not hesitate to ask for referral. In the corporate, everybody has to ask for something. Whether you are in finance, marketing, HR, everybody has to work with each other. And the industry is pretty small. Trust me, the people who will ignore you today, you might be working with them someday. So make sure to be kind. If somebody is treating you like that, you never treat them. You make sure that you provide all the resources, information. So I was being treated that way, but I never do that. Even if I don't have the information, I reach out to them. I said, okay, I don't have, but let me give you this. So that's how I started this. And this is really helpful if you can use it for best of your interest. Use it for your own sake. Trust me, this will give you maximum result than applying on the job portal. And a lot of people are not using it. So make sure to use this. Use this feature for yourself. Another best way to find jobs are those jobs which are not even posted on any job portal or any agencies. So these are basically funded companies. But the question is, you are not relevant with the industry, what is happening around. So first thing, what you'll do is you'll find the top well-funded companies in India. For example, in the recent news, you must have heard about Zepto, who has raised funding. There's a lot of companies who are raising fund. Any company who raise fund is for expansion. Just remember that any company who raise fund is mainly for expansion. Every startup and scale up are raising crazy money to expand their territory, to expand their team. So make sure to find those information. So what you will do is just go to Google and search for, let's say, top 50 funded companies in India recently. Just boom. So you'll get the list of companies which is actually well listed companies basically, and you can find those companies. So you get growth list from here, tech in Asia's. Click on any countries. Great learnings. You will find those information as well. You can find on TechCrunch as well. So let's say I'll find these 2025 growth list. So these are the startups basically. So we'll find these companies. You must have never heard about these companies, and none of us have ever heard about these companies. So what you will do is you will find these companies on LinkedIn. You will reach out to those companies website, find out if there is any job opportunity. So based on your industry, you can figure out, can you see how much money they have actually raised in last few weeks. These are recent. I'm talking about 2025. There would be a huge list of companies that you can actually reach out. So if your interest is aerospace, you can reach out to them. If your interest in, let's say, artificial intelligence, you can reach out to them. E-commerce, education, finance, you can reach out to them. So based on every industry, there is a job opportunity. Most of the people are just not aware. They just only go blindly on Naukri and other portal just to search job. Use your brain. If you really want to have a high paying job, you must reach out to companies which not even existed. For example, these are recent well funded company. They have recently raised money. That means if they have raised money, means they are going to expand their team size. They're going to expand their territory. So make sure to use that. If you're not relevant with the industry, you're not using your data for yourself, you are losing out big opportunity, and you will be complaining yourself like, okay, I'm not getting a job. If you follow the same process which rest of the people are doing, you will not get a result. You have to do something different. So what I'll get of, let's say, I got a, these 50, 200 people, 200 startup. What I'll do is I'll reach out to these career pages. For example, let's take any example, which industry do you want to get in. Let's take Genie Mode, e-commerce logistic. Reach out to these company, go to their career pages. So it's taking longer. Okay, so it's loading. For example, go to their portal, go to the career pages, for example, here. Find out if there is any job opportunity or not. So, okay, so they directly want your resume. Can you see this? They don't even have a job. They just want your resume and they want to reach out to you. So what next you can do is you go to the LinkedIn page and find here if there is any job opening. Yeah, can you see there's 2 job opening in Gurugram and in here. I'm sure there would be other jobs as well, right? So what you'll do is you'll find out people here. We'll find out who are the employees who's working here. So they have around 245 associate members, and that means they have 245 employees working right now. So what I'll do is I'll figure out based on the location, which location I want the job. For example, UP or Noida or Tamil Nadu, whichever location you are in. Based on that, I'll reach out to assistant manager operation, financial analyst, or first thing I'll do is I'll find HR. Generally, smaller company does not have HR people. So let's search and find out if he has. Okay, so they have around 5 HR people responsible for social security, working assistant manager, merchandiser. They don't have HR. That means they hire these kind of people, basically hire. So either you reach out to the manager of that department if you don't have any HR, if you don't find any HR, and reach out to them. Let's take another example. Any other company that you want to reach out for recruiting, want to try that? Retail, e-commerce, aerospace, agri, fintech. I think fintech is quite trending right now. Let's take fintech, for example. So let's close these tabs. Okay. So I'm just trying to understand what kind of role they have. So let's take ACF blog services about, just scroll down, you will see career page somewhere down here. Okay, service, Unnati. don't have career page. So what we can do is we'll just figure out LinkedIn page. So they are funding via Crunchbase. Okay, so they already funded company. Let's see if we have they have any job openings. Okay, so they have one job openings, but we'll figure out. We'll reach out to the people of that company to find if there is any opportunity. So can you see people are working from different companies? So we'll figure out to whom to reach out. Let's reach out to HR. If they have HR, let's see. Okay, so they have one HR member. So you see your life is easier now. So you need any HR, for example, Kirti Kumari. Let me see if she has an email address as well. So I'll reach out to Unnati for any job opportunity she has for me. So let me see if she has email address. So first thing I'll do is send connection request. Yeah, she has an email. Just click access email. Yeah, so she has an email address. So I'll drop an email to her saying, hey, I'm interested in this kind of profile. Do you have any opening for me? So check with that. I mean, there is a huge list, right? You can use these lists for your own sake. You just go one by one to see what kind of series funding they have. You can see all the information. So seed funding. Seed funding means very initial stage this business is. So if you join, for example, these company like which is on initial stage, you can become a millionaire because these are very recent funded company which can actually grow. And if you get ESOPs, right, employee stock option plan, if you get that from the companies, you can become a millionaire. You know, a lot of companies provide ESOP to their employees depending on what kind of contribution you can bring to the table as well. So these kind of jobs provide more information, more input for you, and give you more exposure because you will not just stick to just one job profile. You'll be doing a lot of things. You can actually learn to build a startup because you'll be working with founders directly in these kind of situation. So funding these are funding dates, these are seed funding, these are series A. So seed funding is the first stage where people actually receive some amount of money to start their business or to nurture their business, and then they raise series A, series B, series C. The number of times they raise is just mentioned as a series A. So it has nothing to do with any, it's just alphabetical how many times they have. Actually series B means they have reached out to 5 times. So this is how people actually find out which kind of series they're actually funded by, which companies are funded by. Make sure to have this list and make sure to reach out to those people. Bizongo is one of the company you should reach out to. Their Series E company means they have been taken at least 5 to 6 times money. That means they are growing rapidly. So if I have to go to Bizongo to see if they have any job openings for me, let's say their career page. Yeah. You never heard about these companies, right? But these companies exist and you're looking for jobs somewhere else. So these are well-funded company, Tiger Global, ACIL, so B Capital Group. So all the top companies they are funding it. And you can see number of times, like I said, they have been funded 5 times, including the first step. So 50 million funding was the Series E funding. So you can see all these data and you can able to decide whether you want to work with these companies. Let's figure out if they have, and even you can see these employees as well on LinkedIn. You just click here, you will take you to LinkedIn. They are a great place to work. You never heard about Deloitte has ranked them. So imagine, these are the information you are missing out. You're not reaching out to the full potential. Not able to figure out what kind of job it is. So what I'll do is I'll just go to the LinkedIn page. Go to the LinkedIn page and see what are the job they have posted. So I'll go here. So they have legal manager. Right, so they are hiring currently one, but I'll go to the post section to find out what they have actually doing it. A trio champion on the field. So, okay, so they are quite active. By Zongo. So basically these startups don't post jobs very frequently. They either through referral or network, they usually get these kind of job opportunities. So make sure to use these data for yourself as well. Just find out top 50 list of, for example, startups or scale ups. You can decide whether you want to work with startup or scale up or enterprise companies. So you can figure out based on that and join those companies. Cold email them, find those HRs. I'm sure you know that how to find those HR as well. For example, Darwin Box, right? I use Darwinbox in my organization. These are human resource and cloud computing company. Basically, all to restore all the data of HR. For example, you apply for PF details, all everything is stored by Darwinbox. So Darwinbox also was hiring massively recently, and they have also raised a lot of fund in recent past. So let's open Darwinbox to see what kind of job openings they have. But I would suggest you to reach out to based on your industry. You don't have to reach out to all. For example, if you are from finance, Swish is there, Cred Resolve is there, Innovate is there. They have all recent funded companies, and you need to reach out to these companies, right? And these are free data for you. Usually, people has to pay. So this is Darwin. Basically, it's a HR platform used by top companies: Chrysler, Tata Click, IFL Finance, Delivery, Cred. All top companies using Darwinbox. But here we'll find out whether the job openings they have or not. So we'll go to career page. We'll see if they have a career page here. Yeah, so they have a career page. So we'll reach out to career page first, see what is the view open position. So we'll figure out how many jobs they have. Okay, there is senior HS, pre-sale consultant, director, HM solution, functional payroll associate. They have assistant manager account, content writer. So look for job, load for more jobs, and you see what kind of role you want. And even if you don't find, just go to the LinkedIn page and find their recruiters and find your relevant role. I'm sure they must be hiring massively because they raised a lot of money in the recent past. So just go to LinkedIn. I'll just go to LinkedIn and I'll find some people who's actually working with this company. So it's become a 1,000 to 5,000 range of companies, right? So what I'll do is I'll just go to people section and I'll find, let's say, HR, because HR is the person that I need to reach out, right? So you can filter out based on the location as well, which location you are in. So let's say if I'm in Maharashtra, Mumbai, for example, so I'll be reaching out to people who is actually in Mumbai. So HR professional in tech, I'll reach out to HR tech enthusiast. I'll reach out to HR transformation. So I'll reach any of these. For example, let's take example of assistant manager, human resource. I'll reach out to this Anupma Shetty. So now I'll find her email address. I'll click here. I'll see if she has an email address. Yes, she has an email address. So I'll reach out. I'll copy this email address. I'll drop an email saying, "Hey, I'm interested in this particular role. Do you have any relevant opening for me?" You can attach your resume. So they're backed by big companies like Partner Groups and KKR. They have, can you see, invest $140 million, which is huge. So they're massively growing, and these kind of companies you never heard of. So you must be use these kind of data back decision so that you can actually use to reach out to these companies. And these are the best job roles. You can find some of the crazy team, working with directly with the founders, co-founders, CEOs. Like I joined one of the startup a few years ago, which has become $1 million company and acquired by $1 billion company. So my value on my ESOP has been increased tremendously. So if you join startup and if you can able to survive in the startup, because startup demand a lot of from you, they expect you to be an entrepreneur by yourself. So if you do not have the entrepreneur zeal in you, you should not apply for startup, because you have to take responsibility. You have to own your responsibility. Make sure that you learn a lot. This is a faster way to learn, because what your college has not taught you, you will learn that in just 1 year. Trust me, I'm not lying. I have worked with startup. By the time when I joined, that startup was 500K USD. When I'm still working with that company, which has been acquired recently, that company value is 80 million $80 million. So trust me, the growth that I've seen in last 2-3 years, I think this is massive. So if you can able to capitalize on these information, you can just take these information, search this growth list startup, and you should reach out to all these companies as well. This is one of the way to find jobs. Another way to find jobs which are not even listed, by following the relevant keywords. Most of you are not following the relevant keywords, which not giving you right quality of jobs. So what you will do is we'll search here, shift hashtag, we'll search about, let's say, typical in terms of mm, hiring, for example, hiring, because they use hashtag while filling those, right? So we'll follow these pages, CNC hiring, everything related to hiring, right? You just make sure to follow that, follow hiring, so that every time someone put hiring, right, you will get notified and those posts will appear to you. Can you see those hiring, all hiring related, you will get all the posts relevant to that hiring. So if you use certain keywords which you can actually leverage that your job opportunity for yourself. If you do not use any of these, you will not be getting any opportunity. So let's take another, v hash step. Make sure to take a note of these as well. We are hiring. Yeah. So can you see they are hiring, we are hiring? Make sure to follow these hashtags, when you see this, we are hiring, we are hiring. Can you see this? Yeah. So make sure to follow these. If you do not follow these hiring tags, you may not ended up having those information to you. So people who follow these kind of things, they actually get better opportunity. So you need to be very smart in terms of that as well. But if you're not using these kind of keywords, you may ended up being nowhere. So let's take another uh, job search, without space, make sure, job search. So we'll see jobs. Yeah. So we'll see the keywords, right? All the job search related, you will get all the information. Job search. So anything, make sure to follow. Can you see the followers? 1 lakh plus people actually following, almost 2 lakhs, right? So make sure to follow these pages. You will know who is hiring, where is actually hiring happens. So you will be notified all the time. But in case if you're not using these kind of tools, it's pointless to be on LinkedIn if you're not able to capitalize these kind of information. So let's take one more hash, career opportunity. Can you see we are hiring academic counselor, we are hiring work from home opportunities, we are hiring associate. So if we can, find this career opportunity, click here and follow these pages. Follow these pages for your job, right? So you will go through all the details, you will find jobs, just apply that. So make sure to use these kind of keywords as well for yourself and make sure to capitalize on LinkedIn. You are not using LinkedIn means you ended up being nowhere. LinkedIn is the job search guide. LinkedIn is almost everything for everybody. All the businesses are listed on LinkedIn. So make sure to capitalize that. Another best way to find actual hiring or startup hiring or seed funded companies, what you can do is just go to your LinkedIn page. Yeah. So we'll search YC hiring. Oh, come on. YC hiring. So first, let me tell you what is YC hiring. YC is Y Combinator, a company which fund all the early stage startups. So basically, they are kind of venture capital. They provide funding to initial early stage companies to grow. So these companies basically funded anyone who has mentioned these, right? So we'll go to people. You can find out all the information here. So just go to people section here. Can you see these? YC, we are hiring. Algo University, we are hiring. Anyone who has this like hiring now, YC hiring now. So these are all startup CEOs and co-founders. So you should reach out to these people. Algo University, YC, we are hiring. Co-founder Kaushik hiring. So these are YC funded companies, means they are initially funded companies and they're looking to hire employees. So these should be your opportunity as well. Reach out to more people based on your industry. Can you see co-founder, CEO, Mudrex? So let's pick this and see. Can you see Mudrex, what kind of company it is? So this guy is from IIT Bombay and he's recently funded his company. You can find his contact details as well. Edul Patel. So you will find these information, what kind of job requirements they have. You can reach out to them, ask them, do they have any job role? What kind of role you are in? Are you a software development engineer or HR recruiters? Reach out to these people. These people would definitely get back to you if they have any job opportunities, or you can follow them. So let's find out if they have any company page here. So in the company page, they have 11 to 50 employees. They have funded. And if you go to about section, right, let's see what kind of companies. So it's a cryptocurrency basis. Basically, it's a fintech company, financial services, yeah, investing in cryptocurrency. So they have two offices, one in Bangalore, one in San Francisco. So there must be they from Bay Areas. So they have people, employees. So they have around. So you should reach out to these people because they don't. I'm not sure if they have HR team because these are small startups. So they will not have HR teams here. But if you reach out to them, they'll definitely guide you how to reach out to them for a job opportunity. Can you see this guy? He's a software SD2 at Mudrek YC19. So make sure to use these kind of tools as well for yourself. Make sure to use all these YC founders, listed companies, was recently funded companies. So categorize your job search in three categories: startups, scale ups, and enterprise companies. If you just only focusing only on large companies, you will lose out the opportunity. So you should reach out the founders, Edu Patel, from your access email. Click on the email and you will get all the email details here. Similarly, you will reach out to other founders, like senior HR, he's hiring, see, in knowledge service, bulk hiring. So reach out to these kind of people. Co-founder Swipe, Aditya, he's also hiring. So reach out to copywriter, he's hiring copywriters. Reach out to them directly. If you're a copywriter, reach out to them. So if you do not use these kind of shortcuts and tools, resources, you in this competitive job market, it's very difficult to get a job. But you need to be smarter. I'm sure that I'm able to provide some knowledge and information that you can leverage later on for your career. These are for long term. These are something which you can leverage, that you can teach your friends, you can teach your all your acquaintance as well. So this is something that I have learned over a period of time, and I wanted to pass it down to you as well so that you can capitalize as well. Today I'll show you, I'm not sure how you have used ChatGPT for jobs, but today I'm going to teach you something incredible. I'm not sure if you have ever used ChatGPT for jobs. I'm sure you must be using for resume and cover letter writing and all that. But today I'll show you step-by-step process that how you can actually find active jobs on ChatGPT. And you don't have to go to any job portal. Let me quickly show you. So what you have to do is you have to log in your ChatGPT. Make sure to log in. You don't use in the free version. So this is mine is free version. I'm not using any kind of a ChatGPT Plus. I'm just using the normal free version. So what I have to do is I'll have to write few prompts. So what I'll do is I'll be writing this prompt. Create a list of active finance jobs for fresher in India with application link and create a sheet with column and rows. So similarly, you can find any job. Let's say instead of finance, you can choose IT jobs or you can choose any other jobs. So after adding these, make sure to take the note of this prompt, right? So that you can create one for yourself, whichever department you are in. And make sure to change the country. For example, if somebody is in US, you can put US. If somebody is in Canada, you can put Canada, or you can put, let's say, for example, if you're in UK, Dubai, wherever you are, just change the location as well. What you have to do is you have to change the location and you have to change the department. Let's say finance, you can use marketing, you can use HR, anything. And then if you're a fresher, you can just put fresher. If you're experienced, you can add the experience range as well. So what I'll do is I'll just enter and I'll wait for a few seconds. So this will take few seconds to load up, and this will give me the comprehensive list of all the jobs which is available in the market, which are pan India. So you can choose based on the location as well. So let's see, can you see this? So they have given the title, which role it is, analyst, company name, location, salary you can expect, and the link for the job, which is wherever job is posted. Can you see that? So you can see all these lists, right? Comprehensive list for all these lists in the different cities, all locations. If salary is notified, you will see the salary as well. Now the question whether to find whether job links. So this job links is also there. So you don't have to go anywhere. You just only have to open the link and you will redirect to the main page, application page. Can you see analyst at EY apply now? So this is super useful tool. You don't have to go anywhere. You just only have to give the prompt and this will open the job for you. Similarly, if you want, let's say if you are not convinced with these jobs, you can ask the ChatGPT to, let's say, for example, I ask them to add 10 more jobs and boom, they will give you another 10 more jobs from the same department. Finance intern, finance executive, all the jobs which is available from all the locations, Pune, Kochi, Kolkata, India, almost wherever it is location. Can you see that with the link as well, where to apply and all that? And let's say if I have to find jobs for, let's say, any other department, let's say instead of finance, I'm looking for, let's say, data analyst, for example, data analyst jobs. I'll look for, let's say, 2 to 3 years of experience, 3 years experience. You can put anything, or let's say you can change the location also. Let's say I'm looking for UK or maybe in Middle East, wherever, but I'm in India, so I'm just focusing on India, let's say, and just enter. So they're just gathering two prompt for you, but let's wait and figure out if they have what kind of job they're actually providing us. So you can you see that they have started generating the job for all the data analyst job for 2 to 3 years of experience. Can you see that? Response 1, response 2. Can you see that? So this is the active job data analyst. You can see the company NetScribed. Company name is SAS for Technology, Geodis. You can see all the jobs, all the company here, and along with that, you will see the city as well as you can see the job posting portal as well. So let's open any of these. Let's say, for example, you can also see the salary in some cases and remote, whether it is a remote job or which city. You can see that those information as well. So what I'll do is, let's say if I want to see this Coinbase, right? So I'll just click here. Can you see that? You can see all the jobs here. Base pay, you can see all the data analyst jobs on the job portal. So these are super helpful tools and you can use this feature as well. I'm sure you might have used ChatGPT all just for creating resumes and all that, but this is super useful if you use it smartly. So make sure to give a try, use these tools as well for yourself for a better job opportunities. And you don't have to go anywhere if you want to, let's say, add more jobs to the list. You can add more jobs. This will give you more jobs. So you don't have to, just whatever you need, 10, 20, 30, 50, this will give you. Can you see this start generating the job opportunities for you? Can you see? So you have all jobs here listed here. You just go and apply. You don't have to do any heavy lifting here. You don't have to even go to any job portal or apply for it. You can do it just with one click. So all you need to do is putting a right prompt is very critical in this. So make sure to add right prompt and get the list. This is what all you need. And if you want to extract this sheet, you can just share it. Just share this link to somebody who want to apply. That's all. So make sure to use these features for ChatGPT as well instead of just copy pasting or just using for resume and all that. Try use this hack as well. Confused like how to cold email them, right? For example, what is the process? How do you cold email a recruiters or a founders or a CEO? So there is a good benefit of example, if you there is a huge benefit of reaching out to them directly. The reason being, first thing, that you stay in their mind that somebody named Rahul has reached out to me. Even if they don't have the position right now, they might reach out to you later on saying, hey, somebody named Rahul has reached out to me. And this is how you actually basically you build a network. That's okay if somebody does not respond to you. That's okay. But you still in their email inbox. they will know your name. But make sure that how would you approach these cold email. It's very important to not to give up when you do cold email. When people in sales who have been into sales, they know that they have to do 100 cold emails to get one response or two response, and sometimes even not even just a response. So make sure to reach out to as many as uh, employees or recruiters from those companies. So let's take an example of cold email and let's use magical AI, how we will benefit from magical AI. So let's take example. For example, if I want to reach out, right? For example, uh, any of your dream company, just take any dream company that you want to reach out for cold email. Let's take an example of prominent company like Deloitte, for example. So a lot of people wants to work with Deloitte. So I'll reach out to Deloitte and how to find those recruiters in Deloitte as well. I'll show you that. So a lot of people reaching out to Deloitte or PwC, EY, a lot of big four companies. So make sure to find people, go to the people section here and find out what kind of role you want to work for. For example, they have more than 4 lakh people. So it won't be easy for you to figure out which kind of people you should reach out to. So if you know somebody who's already working, it become easier for you to search here directly. If you don't, let's say you don't know, so we'll find out, because three people basically hire. One is talent acquisition, HR recruiters, or direct hiring managers. So we'll figure out recruiter here or talent acquisition. These are your people who basically hire for these roles. So I'll find out recruiter. It's okay. So recruiters. Now the question is which country and which city. So I'm in India. So I'll choose, let's say I would be from Mumbai or somewhere Mumbai. For example, I'll search Mumbai here. If I don't find here, go to India and scroll down and you'll figure out any location. Mumbai, not able to figure out. So I'll just cancel this and search here Mumbai. So all the HR who is in Mumbai will be shown here. So first thing what I'll do is now I'll go what they do. So I need HR. So yeah, I'll go to HR. So all the HR from Bombay will show up here. HR strategy, workday analyst, consultant, human capital analyst. So all the human capital analyst. Sorry, I think yeah, it's there. HR manager at Deloitte. So let's take example. Let's say I want to reach out to her. I want to reach out to this person, Sneha. I want to reach out to, let's say, manager human capital, director of Deloitte South Asia. Let's take, for example, I want to reach out to her as well. I want to talent HR, learning and development, human resource executive. I will reach out to her as well for job reference. And talent acquisition, of course, talent acquisition is another job role that you need to target. So let's say I want to reach out to all these people. Let's say Smita as well. Or if let's say I want to reach out to HR associate director Rommel as well. Yeah. So let's say I want to reach out to all these people, for example. So what I'll do is I don't have to find their email address. So what I'll do is I'll go to Rommel here. I'll go to click on Magical AI. Once you sign up, it will show up here. So what I'll do is I'll click on Rommel. I'll go to this add to new spreadsheet option. Can you see this? Add to spreadsheet new option. Just click on this. Instead of just this tab, put all tabs because you want all these information, right? So we'll click on all tab. Just all tab, click on that and just wait for few seconds. It will take few seconds, 20-30 seconds, and it will show up all the details here. Now it's preparing your sheet. It's already given the name. Now just wait for the magic to happen. This is super effective tools that I'm using since last 2 years and have never been disappointed. So just wait for a few seconds. Yeah, can you see that? All the details, Pratika, Sneha, can you see that? All the information. And the best part, you don't have to search for their email address. All the email address already collected here. So you don't have to do manually. So let me hide this. Yeah, let me hide this. Yeah. So all the email You can find all the email. Can you see this? Simisha at Deloitte.com, all the email. All the email. Just in case if you do not find few email, that means either they are not there. So we'll find out somewhere else. Wellinger Institute. So for example, this email is not available. So what I'll do is Pratiksha. Let's see, where is Pratiksha? Yeah, this. So her email address is not found here. So what I'll do is, this could be for two reasons. Either she joined recently or she does not even updated her database. So what I'll do, I'll click here to find out if she is there. Yeah, her email address is there. So use Get Prospect, use Apollo.io, or you can use Rocket Reach. Any of these will work for you. So now you have her email address as well. So I'll try to put this here. So now I have almost all the email ID here, right? So I don't have to find individually all the email. I have all the data here. I have headlines, HR manager, HR director, talent acquisition. What I need to do is either you can create a separate sheet for this or just create a follow-up sheet. Just create one tab here as intro email. The first email is intro email. So when we send the first email, make sure to have intro email here. Automation intro email. So put as an intro email. For your reference, you can put anything and then put follow up 1, follow up 2, follow up 3, like that. So you have to do at least 5 follow up after intro email. When you write your first email to Mahi, right? So then you will have to follow up at least 4 to 5 times. So you can use these sheet to in order to find follow up with the recruiters as well directly, or you can use or create some other Notion page as well. I will share those details as well. So this is how you actually create a list. Imagine all these manually you have to do it. In just one click, you got all the data from here. You can scrap any data. Just one click. Imagine how effective this tool could be. This is not just this, but I'll show you another tools. Like for example, what Magical AI can do for you. So let's click again. Now, this is the automation that we did. You go to spreadsheet. Now we'll go to this template option. What this will do is this will do a cold emailing option. So I'll create here. Just click here. Let's say you have a own template. A lot of people prefer their own template. Let's say you do not have any template. So in your case, what you will do is you will use ChatGPT. In this case, you don't have to do anything. Just go to AI Assist here. Ask him whatever you want to do. Let's say write an email to HR for finance role. My skills are financial modeling, all the basic skills you mentioned, or MS, Excel, any skills that you have. I'm just putting randomly. You can put all your skills you have. Let's say CFA holder, or you can provide any information you have and just enter. And this will write an email for you. Can you see this? I hope this message finds you well. You can just tweak it a bit and just read all the emails. If you have all the information, you can ask AI to redo as well. So now we'll save it as a intro email. Let's say do not put any space here. Just put all with space, without space, intro email. Right? And now we'll save it. Sorry, intro email. Intro email. So we'll save it now. Now it is saved. What I'll do next is, now I'll compose an email. Now I want to do cold emailing. So what I'll do is, I'll go to Gmail. I'll then compose an email. To compose an email, let's do it. Sign in with Google, for example. So I think I've not signed in with Google for Streak email. So I'm just continuing here. You can do it later on for yourself. But just in case if you want to do it, just to avoid this. So let's say if I want to reach out, let's say P Mahi, for example. Sorry. So I'll click here. You can put any, do not put CC here. Just what you have to do is just put double slash. Sorry. So using a wrong email. Okay. I'm using wrong email. Make sure to use the same email everywhere, right? So what I'll do is I'll go to Gmail. Yeah, so email tracking I just need. Yeah, so what I'll do is I don't need that. So I'll just paste this email. I want to reach out to her. What I'll do is I don't have to do anything. Whatever email I've saved there, I'll just put double slash here. Can you see intro email, the one that we saved? Just click there. Now you have here. What I'll have to do is just paste it here and just remove this subject line. Put the hiring man. Always put name. Do not put hi sir or ma'am. Always put hi John. Whatever is the name. I'm just giving a hypothetical name. Hi John. And then you can just tweak a bit. You just remove those information which is not relevant, and boom, you're ready to share those information. So now I'll share, for example, I cannot send this information because I'm not from that profile. I'll testing whether these email are getting open or not. For example, just to show you for the streak email, right? So I'll just, let's say I'm sending this email to person and we'll figure out. So here the email streak email, right, that we uploaded and installed, right? So you will see here. So for example, now I'm sending an email and now I'm opening that email in my another one. Let's say this Grow with Girls one. So I'll go here. I'll figure out all the emails. So let's see where it is. So I'm not received any email yet, but let me see, refresh it. Just wait for a few seconds. Yeah, so we got the email, right? So let me open this email. The one that we saved, right? So I have opened this email and let's go back. And again, I open this email. So what this will do is I will go here and I'll check how many times my email has been opened. So we'll refresh this page and the email that we sent, right? We'll go to that email. Yeah. See, can you see 2 view of last message? I have seen this twice, right? So it's showing as 2 views. At what time I have seen? It's 1-2 a.m. Can you imagine? So you can able to track who's actually looking at your email or not. And this way you are landing in the right inbox. If you do not, see like how many times you have seen, you just hover the mouse and you can see 2 views, 0 click. So if there is any link, right, any resume, if I click, it will show up here. That's showing as a click. Can you see 0 click means I have not clicked on any link. 2 views. So this is very effective if you use the entire process in a right structured manner. If you do not use it, you're not able to capitalize on these opportunities, these AI tools that you can use it. Make sure to use these tools very effectively. Otherwise, you will not be able to get job opportunities. Trust me, these are very absolutely free right now. So make sure you use it. If you need alternative, you can drop me an email. I can able to help you with that as well. So can you see these are the data you have? So make sure to put intro email, first email, second email, third email, so you can keep a track, right? For example, I did one intro email, so I'll put 1. Then I'll go when I'll do follow-up. So follow-up you must do only on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Do not follow up on weekends. Do not follow up on Monday. It's a very busy day for corporate people on Monday. So make sure when to follow up at least 3 to 4 days. At least 3 to 4 days. Make sure you should follow in every 3 to 4 days. Do not take longer and do not be early. Do not be pushy. Just follow in a right manner. 2, 3 lines, 4 lines, and 5 lines. So this is something you can do to expedite your job search. And trust me, if you follow this process, you can able to start lining up your job interviews in just 3 weeks. I have done this. This is proven strategies. There is so many ways that you have learned right now, right, to find jobs. If you can able to capitalize on any of these tools, any of these ways, you can actually create a list of job opportunity for yourself. Like I said, you do not only target larger corporations like MNCs. You should also focus on smaller companies, startups, mid-sized companies, scale-up companies. You should focus on those companies as well because you have a potential to make money at the same time. So you should be reaching out to startups, scale ups, and enterprise company like Deloitte, and all these giant companies are enterprise companies. So make sure to use that. Another best tool for magical AI is that you don't have to write, manually. You have to write cold email if you want to reach somebody on, for example, if I have to reach out to this Akshay Dipti, right? I don't have to write all the templates here. What I can do is I just click on this magical AI, and I'll just put double slash here, nothing else. I'll just put double slash, and it, if you save all the template, right, that will pop up here. For example, right, so all the template, if you save it in magical AI, for example, let's say if I save some template here, I'll just create one intro template for, I'll ask AI to write it. So I'm just asking AI to write one LinkedIn connection short message. You can give the prompt anything that you want. I'm just trying to show you that what I want. For example, if I have to reach somebody on LinkedIn, right? So what I can do is, can you see if they have already given a message here? I hope you're doing well. I came across your profile, was impressed by your work, industry field. I would love to connect and learn more about your experiences. Can you see that? So what I'll do is I'll save this. I'll save it as a LinkedIn LinkedIn one, because this is the first email, right? So I'll just save this. Now what I have to do is just put double slash here, and we'll find LinkedIn and just type LinkedIn one. Can you see this? LinkedIn one is appear. So we'll just click. You can put the name, whatever name is Aksha, and then whatever industry you can put in or insert it, or you can also edit from here as well. Just delete this, and you can make some changes here. You want to add something or remove something, you can do that, right? So you don't have to manually write an email, and you can send it from here. So you don't have to write manually, every time you send a connection request, and if you want to write something or you just want to do cold DM, you can do that with the help of this magical AI tool. So this is super useful tool. You can use it anywhere, whether you want to write an email, whether you want to write a cold DM, anything. This is super useful. You can use it all across, but make sure to use it in the Chrome extension, right? So if you have this, use this. You can reach out to anybody in the world. I'm just discarding it for a while. You can reach out to anyone whom you want to reach out. For example, if I have to mail, let's say this guy, Karthik, I can do the same thing. Just put double slash. I'll search for link. Yeah. Just click once. You can put insert, and then you can just edit the name Karthik, and it's done. Can you see that? So you don't have to do a lot of heavy lifting here. You just add or remove details from here. You can do everything, and then you can send it from here. So this is super useful tool. You must use it for your own benefits. Now, the bonus tool. So these three tools is going to be a game changer for you. If you're looking to expedite your job search, and if you're looking to job faster, these tools will help you tremendously. So if you're looking to build a solid presence, in recruiter's mind, and if you really wanted to be creative enough, these tools is going to help you. And this bonus tool, I'm going to explain you one by one. So for example, let's say if you have a resume, right? So you'll use Loom. So what you'll have to do is just log into your Loom account. It's free account. You can do that. So create a Loom account, and Loom basically what it does is basically it record your screen, whether it's phone or laptop, whatever. It record with voice. So what you can do is you can present your resume. Like for example, when somebody asks you in an interview, right? Tell me something about yourself. So make sure this is the pitch for you. Create a 30-second or 60-second video. For example, let's consider this as my resume, LinkedIn as my resume. So what I'll do is I'll create a new video. So what I'll do is I want to create camera. Yes, because I want people to look at me, because I want to look presentable as well. So this will basically provide me an option, right? So you will have option to change your background as well here. So you can change your background from here. You can just enlarge it, small it, change background, or just turn off, whichever. The choice is always yours. But I would highly recommend to have a picture there as well. You can change the background, that's okay, but you can keep it open. So what I'll do is I'll just allow this time, start recording. So I'll record my resume. It will give you a countdown. So just wait for a few seconds. So yeah, so now it's recording. So what this will do is, for example, if I want to present myself, let's say this is my resume. So what I'll go to, let's say my profile. So what I'll tell him, who this is Gulzar Ahmed. I wanted to represent myself. I'm a data analyst with a basic internship experience, and I have a skill set in Power BI or whatever information that you are into. So just provide all the skills, why you fit for those roles, why do you fit for that particular profile, let's say financial analyst or data analyst, why you're good for that role. Make sure to have that, record that in the resume for 30 seconds, 45 seconds, or 1 minute. Basically, that's the pitch for you. You need to create that pitch. If you need pitch, you must go back to my Instagram profile. There is a pitch as well. You can use that framework to speak about your resume, how you can actually present them, and record this for you. So this will record based on that, and you can save it from here. Let's done it. So what you can do this, you can copy this link and you can attach in your resume wherever you add LinkedIn URL, right? Same place you can add this as a tool saying watch my intro, or you can drop the same thing in the email as well. When you write an email, when you cold DM, right, along with a resume, add this. I know you will tell him, like for example, tell him something like this: I know you are busy, so you won't be reading the lengthy emails and resume, so I would suggest you to go through my 1 minute or whatever 50 second, 45 seconds or video interview just to grab their attention and start representing your, basically what you're doing, you're just showing your resume basically in a most humanly manner. Trust me, this I have done it, and I have done it. A lot of people, I have trained them, they have done it, and they got decent result because nobody is doing, right. So if I play this, right, for example, if I play this, so yeah, so now it's recording. So what this will do is, for example, if I want to present myself, let's say this is my resume. So what I'll go to, let's say my profile. So what I'll tell him, who this is Gulzar Ahmed. I wanted to represent myself. I'm a data analyst with a basic internship. Imagine more human nature, right? This is more personalized. Trust me, there's no one who can say that they don't like it. These people will definitely get back to you saying, hey, we do not have a job right now, but definitely we can help you. So make sure to use this feature, to capitalize your job opportunity. It has worked for a lot of people. Trust me, it will work for you. If you really want to cash in job opportunity, this is the creative tool that you need to use it. If you can use it, trust me, you will get job less than 3 weeks. Instead of just attaching resume, attach this video as well along with that. If you want to take, you have 25 times you can do that in Loom. So make sure you have, like for example, you have 25 videos to make as a free plan. So you can use that. This is free, absolutely free, using the resources available here. So you can basically present yourself in the most specified manner. I have trained so many students. Can you see this number of, I have trained so many people in the past few days. So you can imagine you can use this tool to represent the CV, you being the brand ambassador of yourself. This is something which is unique, right? You have not seen that in the market. So you can capitalize on that. So use this feature, just copy the link from here, paste it in your, or let's say email. For example, if I want to compose an email, I want to write an email. Remember, I have saved this template, right? So what I'll do is I'll just put / and intro email. Along with that, I will add watch my intro. You can put anything which is relevant to you. So I'll paste this link. Boom. And I'll send this to you. And I'll send this to, let's say, for example, myself. I'm sending this to myself. Test. Right? So you can see, you can make yourself. Now I received this email. Can you see this? If I play this, you can change the URL. You can put short URL. You can create a hyperlink as well. So you can do that based on your requirement. You can do that. And people who actually go through that, okay, this look great. This person is doing great, something different. Trust me, everybody's sending resume, and all of a sudden you get something like experience, and I have a skill set in Power BI or right. So it's making sense, right? You should be using these tools. So if you can use these tools, trust me, sky is the limit. and you can get job faster. Instead of just going through the old traditional way, not giving you result, try this. So the next tool is YAM extension. So what you will do is search for YAM Chrome extension and click on the first link. Go to the install section here and just wait for it. There would be an installation option here. Just click on go to marketplace and then install it. Make sure to use your Gmail account. Continue and give all the privacy access, allow, and now it's ready. Done. So what is the next step is we have to find out the spreadsheet or any Excel sheet you have. So in my case, I'm going to access Google Sheet. So I'll just open Google Sheet from here. So wherever you have stored your data, right, all the emails, contact details, you will use those details. So I'll search for the details, for example. So I'll access my details from here. So I'll click on this details on magic, and then we'll see what are the emails that I have. So I have these emails, right? So which I have extracted in my previous conversation, right? These Janvi, Kalyani and all that. So what we'll do is just go to this extension bar here and go all the way down to yet another mail merge and then start a mail merge. Wait for a few seconds and this will load up. Can you see this is loading up? So this will take around 30 to 40 seconds to load up. Once it is complete, we'll start the process. So just name it whatever name you want to give, sender name. Make sure give you your proper name. And then we have to add templates. Now this is very crucial. Please keep a note of this. So what you have to do is, in order to fetch the email, right, by clicking all these, for that you need to set a template for yourself. So what you have to do is, we have to go one step back. We have to go to the Gmail. So let's open a Gmail account and go all the way down to draft. And either you can create one draft for yourself, you can create one draft. So basically you have to set a template or you have to create a template here. So let's say if I want to create a template, right, by using, let's take this example. So this is a template that I'm setting up. So I'll use this as subject line. You can put any subject based on your understanding. So just remove this part. So this is my template. I'm just adding a template. I'm just showing you how to add template in the draft. So once you add these template, make sure all the formatting, everything is correct. Always put the name of the person that you're sending to. For example, in my case, if I'm sending to John, I'll put John. So I'm just writing this email to John, and I have to do nothing. I just have to only cross this up and I'll see, can you see? Whatever I have saved it was saved here. So now the next step is, we'll go back to this profile, right? The LinkedIn one. And from here, we'll find out that the one that we saved. Application for financial analyst. Can you see that? We cannot able to figure it out. So we'll go back to extension again. So you have to refresh it. So we have to go and follow the same process. Yet another mail merge, start mail merge, and just wait for a few seconds and this will load up. So basically it's refreshing the email list and the draft that we saved. So once it is refreshed, yeah. So we'll put the name as same as it is, and then the one that we saved, right? Gul application for financial analyst. We just saved 12th of April. So now it is done. So before we send, right, this will record all your tracked email. For example, you can check whether this email has been opened or not. Everything will be taken care. So before you send, right, you have to make sure to send test email to yourself. So you can use this and you can send only 20 recipients. Means you can send emails to 20 people in a day. If you want to send more emails, you might have to upgrade the plan, but this is a free plan. So you can use it. I think 20 email is enough. If you apply 20 jobs, you can send 20 emails in a day, and you don't have to do anything. It's just one click. All these, whatever job you are applying for, it will send it. For example, I'm applying for, let's say, financial analyst or financial jobs. So I have created a list of all the HR recruiters, or I'll mail them. So this is the best tool, just sending one email in one go. You don't have to go back again, create an email, and you have to send it. So now we have only 3 email here. Can you see? 1, 2, 3. So it has fetched 3 email here. If you see here, right, you will see Kalyani is there, Siddharth is there, Janvi is there. So it has fetched 3 email. You can add more email here, 5 emails, 20, up to 20 emails you can add that. So before I send it, right, I cannot send it because I'm not looking for jobs, so I'm not sending. But what I'll do is I'll send test email to myself just to check whether email is, I'm getting the email or not, just to check that. So I'll click here, I'll send test email. Now it's sending. Just wait for a few seconds, and this, I will receive this email. I must receive this email in order to check that. So can you see, one credit has already been removed. It's just 19. Now I'll go back to my email and I'll see if I have received an email or not. So I'll refresh primary. Yeah, can you see? I have received an email. Google application of financial analyst position, all the email, all the details, right? So in this way, you can able to send at least 20 emails a day in just one click. You just only have to add all those emails in this list, and this will fetch here. It will show up here how many emails you have: 3 emails, 4 emails, 5 emails, 10 emails, 20 emails. You can do that. You can, so this is the best thing you can do that, right? So it will save a lot of time for you, and this will save, especially if you're looking for a job, you have to make sure that you have ample of time for yourself. If you apply for jobs, sometimes you've been exhausted, right? So you don't have to do that. Just don't be hard on yourself. Just use AI to make your life easier. And job search is, trust me, it's draining at times because you keep on applying for jobs and nothing is happening. So sometimes it's draining as well. So I want you to just have patience, use AI tools to make your life easier. And this is how you will do it. I hope this is helpful. And then we'll talk about the next two bonus tool that could be really helpful if you can able to use that. Now, go to Google and search for Notion Job Tracker. Notion Job Tracker template. Can you see? You have endless template option here. You can see job application tracking template, job application tracker, any of these, right? For example, I'm clicking on the first one. You will see n number of templates here. Based on your choice, you can pick any of those. For example, you can see all these templates. So I have already created one, for example, this kind of template where you can actually track. So basically tracking your application is very crucial, because many times, you're applying for the same jobs again and again, and the company is barring you from reapplying it, and you ended up receiving the rejection email. So it's best you can pick a template. Pick any template of your choice, whichever is very convenient for you. Pick those template. For example, I'm just trying to use this simple template. Can you see this? So you have list all the companies here. All the companies you can add here, and then there would be a stages, position, apply date, everything. In this way, you will be stay ahead of your job search plan. Basically, you can able to track how many jobs you have applied in a week, in a day, in a month. So you can keep a track of all your job application. You can create one for yourself here by signing in, get this template or view this template for yourself, and you can create one for yourself. Can you see that? You have the position you have applied, the company, stage you are in, interview process. You can just pick it up from your position, apply date, response, job URL, or whether it is referral or whatever, based on that. So you can keep a track of all these job application. This would be super helpful if you are planning to maintain a sheet. Either you can do in Excel sheet as well, or you can create this Notion page as well. I would recommend to use Notion page because a lot of companies are moving to Notions. And if you learn the Notion at early stage, right, you don't have to worry about it. At least you can add that in your resume as well, that you know something tool called Notion, Magical AI, Loom. These are very, very useful tools. You will not know, basically, these are used by senior folks, but Notion is used by almost everybody in the organization. And if you know how to use the Notion, your life is much easier in the corporate life. So make sure to use this tool. You can just copy this template for yourself and you can add these referral tracker, all the tracker from here. So make sure to take the advantage of these free access resources, and you can just make sure to use this for your benefits. The more you use these kind of tools for yourself, it will much easier for you to save time for yourself so that you don't get exhausted while applying for jobs. Right? So make sure to use these super useful tools. And if you need any other help, you can just drop me an email. I would be able to help you with any other details. If you need application tracker from me, I'll create that. Just tell me whatever information you need. I'll just send you the templates as well if you required. So this is what you need to do is make sure to do everything in proper way. Make sure do everything in a line, and trust me, you will get the first job in 3 weeks for sure. I'm sure that after looking at all the tools and all the process, I'm sure you must have get some confidence that you can able to get more jobs. Right. So make sure to use these tools. These are free resources available. I'm not sure how long this is going to be free, but make sure to use it. All the tools that I have demonstrated, make sure to use it for your own career benefits. Thank you for being a part of the Job Search Masterclass. I hope you are walking away with clarity, confidence, and the right tools to take control of your career journey. Remember, landing your dream job is not just about applying. It's about standing out. Be intentional, be bold. Most importantly, be consistent. Keep networking, keep learning, and don't hesitate to take the first step, because your next opportunity could be one email, one resume, or one conversation away. I will be cheering for you, and if you ever need my support, guidance, or reminder of your potential, you know where to find me. See you at the top.